An update to the rather unique case that came with the HTC One M8 now comes with the HTC One M9, with a little bit more customization available and a little bit more functionality underneath. This is Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And this is a look at the updated dot view case for the HTC One M9. Especially if you are familiar with the original dot view case from the HTC One M8, there actually isn't too much that you have to say here other than the fact that there are quite a few other colors, and now that the back is available in a translucent fashion. Now you'll be able to show off the back of the HTC One M9 and not cover it up with just a plain color on the back. Also, these particular cases have less of a soft touch feel to them, which is something that I thought was a bit of a bummer, because they feel a little bit more hard plasticky and thus not really quite as premium as the dot view case from the previous edition. But that being said, you still have all of the dots on the front that will cover the screen, and a small magnet inside of the case will trigger the smart cover capabilities. When you open up the case, you will be able to turn on the screen quite easily, but it is when the case is closed that you have all of the functionality coming underneath. The same gestures that are used when bringing the motion of the phone up to your face and then double tapping on the screen are available here, even just swiping to the left and right or even down in order to trigger the voice recording, for example. But double tapping on there will bring you a quick look at your notifications and give you a nice looking background to boot. Now, this is not necessarily new in the dot view case and is definitely a functionality that is quite nice to have when you have a case on here that's supposed to protect it and also be able to bring you a little bit of functionality as well. But from there is actually a dot view case application that we saw in the One M9 that has been updated to provide a little bit more customization when it comes to your experience with this particular case. One in particular is the ability to theme the notifications that you get, change the background, for example, behind the clock that is at the top, and then be able to see a nice little pattern or coloration that customizes the look of your notification screen. A few apps have been thrown into the mix as well, especially one in particular that is a nice marquee effect, and of course I wrote Android Authority on there, and you can see here that it is scrolling past all of the dots on this particular device and on this particular case. The dot view case comes in a number of different colors, and as I said before, the backs can be translucent if you want to show off the backing of the HTC One M9, which is already pretty nice. But if you want to cover it up and get a completely different color or look for your phone, you can always get the ones that have a solid backing. Pictured here are the gray, yellow, and blue versions, and there are some other ones as well, even a pinker version available. So that is the dot view case for the HTC One M9, just a little way for you to not only protect your phone, but also customize it in a number of different ways while still getting your notifications through a very nice and unique way through the dots on the front. This is Joshua Vergara from Android Authority, reporting to you live from MWC 2015 here in Barcelona, Spain. Stay tuned for even more of our coverage of the HTC One M9 and more.